Good morning, you guys. Today I'm going to read Clara the Cookie Fairy. Clara the Cookie Fairy. Once there were fairy scouts, Clara, Cat, and Jan, who lived in a mountain in a fairy camper van. There's their van. They sold special cookies, a fairy scout tradition, to buy the things they needed for their camping expedition. Clara's wand made cookies tasty, crisp, and sweet, and Cat's made pretty boxes to keep them nice and neat. Last of all, Jan's wand made a special fairy bow. With every cookie baked and boxed, the friends were good to go. Then one summer evening, they were driving out to dine when Clara's eye was caught by a giant roadside sign. The sign read, "Mighty Mega Wands, make cookies with chocolate chips." Clara said, "I want one now. I can't let this chance slip." Clara picked the biggest wand and stood in line to pay. Her old one looked too boring, so she threw it right away. There's the garbage. But Clara wasn't careful, and her wand was a little brittle. She whooshed and she swished it way too much, and it snapped right in the middle. Oh no! The fairies tried to fix the wand with string and tape and glue, but not one thing would make it work. Now, what could they do? Cat said, "Only one thing will put us back on track. We must find that fairy garbage truck and get your old wand back." They go in their cookie van. The fairies drove across the land, searching high and searching low, till they saw a junkyard in the meadow down below. "There's the truck," cried Jan, and she gave a little cheer. "Let's fly down and look around. Your wand must be here." There they are. They're looking all over. Think they're going to find it? Unwanted wands were everywhere. The place was overrun. Look, lots of looked just lots looked just for Clara's, so they tried them one by one. The friends spent many hours waving wands around, but not one of them made cookies. Clara's wand could not be found. The fairies were getting worried. Things weren't going well. How would they find their camping trip if they had no cookies to sell? How would they fund their camping trip with no cookies to sell? Fund means how are they going to pay for it? Then Clara said, "Stop, look down," and suddenly it was clear. What the wands had been making was fairy camping gear. Look at it. There were pots and pans, forks and spoons, kettles and cans, and guitars to play tunes. There were balls and bats, 3 fairy bikes, bright summer hats, and boots for long hikes. "These wands should be used, not thrown away," said Clara with a frown. "But if we put our heads together, we can turn this right around." And in a flash it came to her, a new fairy scouting venture. They'd move to the meadow and transfer the yard into a swap and recycle center. We talked about recycling, so now they're going to put in their old ones and they can take a new one. That's called recycling, using things over and over. Fairies came from far and wide with their wands, unwanted or broken, to swap and make into something new. The center was always open. Recycle here. There they are, changing things out. Recycle. There's the recycle bin. And then one summer day, Clara had a huge surprise. She waved the wand a fairy had found, and cookies fell from the skies. "This is my wand," cried Clara, "and it works just as it should. It's not a mighty mega wand, but it To me, it's twice as good. She found it. Clara learned care for things and not just throw them away. To swap or recycle if you can is always the better way. Boys and girls, we've been talking about recycling things. Wasn't that a fun story with Clara and the Cookie Fairy? And she decided that an old wand might be old to her, but other people would come and take things they would recycle and reuse to make fun wands. Good job, Clara, for being a recycle. Good job for using that. Have a good day. Love and hugs.